Hi, good afternoon, everybody. My name is Michael Paul. I'm one of the trainers over at ReboGateway, and I'll be running the webinar this afternoon. So we're going to get right into it. This is the front of Rebo, our new Rebo Gateway system. Don't know if you've done this yet, anybody, but you come over here to log in. You would click login. You would, of course, put in your email address and then your password, and you click login. Pretty simple, right? And you can also click remember login. I don't know if you saw that. I went by pretty quick. All right, so the first thing you're gonna see when you log in is this 123 search. This really is for people who've used this for a while and understand how this works. Uh, I suggest you don't use this till after you get to know the system better, because it will confuse you and you won't probably understand how it works. But it gives you the opportunity to do radius, polygon, or you can search by state, city, zip code, county. You could also select queries here. You get phone numbers and emails. You can limit your records and suppress some records already saved. Basically, this is a smaller version of what I'm going to show you over here. And once you get to know this, it'll probably be easier for you to understand how this works. All right. All right. So what I'm going to go through today is property search, farming, statistics. Now, farming is where you spend most of your time in, and you have your radius search, boundary search, area search, saved farms, saved net sheets, saved queries, upload records, and then clear search. So the first thing I want to address today is the area search, because that's where you spend most of your time in, is in the area search field. So I'm going to click area search. The first thing you're going to see are tabs up here. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 tabs. Now the first tab is general, and this is where you're going to pick your state. You do have nationwide access to our states and counties. Do remember, not all lead types are available in all states and all counties. This is very important to remember. Then you can pick your county. I pick orange. Then you can pick a city or a zip. So just for the sake of this, I'll just pick a city, Westminster. Okay. Also, you're going to see you can also search by owner occupied, no or yes. If you click no, it would just give you non-owners. If you click yes, it would just give you owner occupied. All right. All right. Now all is default. This means nothing. All is like nothing. Okay. It's just a default, meaning all, you have to choose whatever you want. So anytime you see all in one of these boxes, you always have to make a choice of what you want. Okay. Okay. You can also search by site address, contains, starts with, or excludes. Maybe you put a street address in there, like Green River, something like that. Search. Most all the links or fields in here have other available fields. I'm going to click that. And what you're going to see here, this gives you other options you could target your searches with, like mailing address, unit or apartment number. Maybe you're looking for a first owner's name. Maybe you're looking for an individual company name. And this is very important here, these individual owner and company owners. A lot of times when people are looking for like just an individual owner, you would click this box. Then you would come up here, you would go over here, and you would click individual. Okay, or if you want a company, you would click company. Okay, very important to remember. Also gives you ownership and vesting type, which I think is a really cool feature. Let me go ahead and just click this real quick. It gives you any possible scenario of owner. All right, look at all this: husband, wife, joint tenant, lease, life estate, lifetime benefit, limited partnership. I mean, everything: single mom, single dad, single owner. I mean, you name it, unmarried man, just a whole bunch of options. Okay, I think that's pretty cool. All right. And then you might be searching maybe by second owner's name or site street name. And these are the options you have in general. Okay. Okay, property characteristics. Another cool section. So you have your bedrooms here. Want to click this. And if you see you have equal to, not, so maybe you want a property with not 3 bedrooms. I don't want 3 bedrooms, or not 2 bedrooms, right? Or maybe you're looking for less than 4 bedrooms. This is where you would do that. Okay. Okay. If you have it on equal, it's gonna. Is that right? Yeah, equal. Yeah. All right. That's the default tab. Okay, property types, single family condos. This will always have single family condominiums. But if you were looking for something else, you just come over here and you click this tab and you see all the possibilities you have here. Anything from agriculture to apartment buildings, commercial, food storage, golf course, hotel, hospital, miscellaneous residential, miscellaneous vacant land, mobile home park, multifamily dwelling, just a bunch of options for you to search for. All right, just incredible. You know, vacant residential, vacant residential is not a property. It's not a home. It's just vacant land residential. Okay, we don't have vacant homes, so you cannot search for vacant homes. We don't have that. We do have vacant land residential, so that'd be like a piece of just land property that's in the residential area is what that would be. And then of course, winery, whatever else you're looking for, okay? All right, lot size, number of units, baths, year built, building size. And if you come down here to the lower left, you have other available fields. It allows you to search by multiple property characteristics like acreage, maybe. Acreage, I see that right? Basement, maybe looking for a driveway. Maybe looking for homes with pools. Maybe a spa or a hot tub. Maybe you're looking for a home with a view. You know, maybe excursion, maybe a horse with horses ability, fireplaces, number of stories. Maybe you're looking for a 3-story home, you know, number of structures on property. Maybe you're looking for a barns. Who knows? But you have all those options here for you. All right. All right. Assessment and taxes. So assessed value is what would be the land value and the assessed value put together. Again, you would just come here. You would put greater than the value, not maybe equal to, less than. Okay. Assessed land value, that would just be the land value of that property. Value of assessed improvements, if there are improvements on that property. Last time the property was assessed, the year assessed. Most recent year for tax delinquency. Okay, not all states have tax delinquency, by the way. Tax year. Maybe you're looking for a purchase date. You know, maybe on. You could do between, last times months. I use last times months a lot, but you could use between, not. You know, maybe on or after. Purchase price, percentage of home improvement, amount of delinquent taxes. So you put like maybe equals to, you know, maybe 200,000, you know, something like that. Okay, or maybe looking for something that's greater than equal to 500,000. You put that there. All right. So that's how you do that. Just a lot of options you have here. Just incredible. Tax rate area. Down here you have tax year, which is probably something you'd want to obviously put down. Then you have other available fields. You could also search by, you have a market value assessed, which is different than the assessed value, right? You have the appraised value, which is definitely different than the market value. The mill rate, year appraised, and assessment. So you have a lot of options here to target the type of property that you're looking for. All right. All right. All right. First loan date. You have mortgage info. I'm sorry, yeah, the mortgage info is still going through. Mortgage info. AVM value. Basically, that's a value that was conducted at one certain time. You have first loan amount. This is very popular. First loan interest rate type. Look at this. This is incredible. It gives you fixed, graduated, unknown, or variable. So you have all those options you could work with. Okay. Second lender name, maybe you're looking for a certain type of loan with a second lender name. Second loan date, first lender name, right? And then first loan purpose, another good field. If you look here, it gives you multiple options here. Cash out first, consolidation, maybe first trusted modification, maybe first with a subordinate loan, HUD recording associated with reverse mortgage, maybe other trust modifications, piggyback on purchase, piggyback on refinance, rate term reduction, reverse mortgage. I mean, just tons of options here to help you just really target the type of properties you're looking for. All right. First loan date, first loan type. Let's take a look at this real quick. So you have conventional, FHA, FHA reverse mortgage, and VA. Again, all good features. I don't want to FHA. Second loan amount, if you're looking for a second loan amount, maybe you're looking for a second loan that's stamped as a line of credit. Loan to value ratio, let's talk about this for a moment. So, and our system's kind of different from other systems. So if you're looking for a property with 20% or more loan to value, it's going to be less than 80. So less than 80 is 20% or more loan to value. Okay. Less than 70 is 30% or more loan to value. All right. Less than 60 is 40% or more loan to value. Okay, less than 50 is 50%, less than 60 is 60%, and so on. So less than is more in our system. So just try to remember that. If you forget, call us here, customer service, 866-887-0206, and we'll be glad to explain it again. It took me a while to really wrap my head around this, so don't feel bad, all right? It's just a different way to do it. First loan estimated interest rate, okay? So maybe looking for equals to 5%. Maybe you might be looking for an interest rate that's less than equal to. You would just put that here and then put the number here, okay? Okay. Other available fields, first loan type all the way to total outstanding loans. Maybe you're looking for a second loan interest rate type, okay? Again, these are all great fields to use to target properties or property you're looking for, okay? Other, APN parcel number, you can search by APN or parcel number, mailing carrier route, which some people do, track number, title company name, this is kind of an interesting one, census tract, site extended zip code, which of course is zip code plus the 4, if you're looking for a zoning code, or site carrier route, okay? Okay. Custom fields is one of my favorite links in here. So you have multiple options here. Remember, it says all, it means it doesn't mean anything. It's not going to do anything. So if you want out of state mailing address, you have to come here and click yes. Okay, so keep that in mind. Non-owner, you would have to click yes. All right, because it's all. You get full sale in the last 12 months. You can also search by even house and odd house numbers, which is something that we've been asked for years to put into our system. Residential vacant land, you'd have to come here and click yes, okay? Now, not all states and counties will tag their vacant land as vacant land. They have other ways of tagging it. So that's something you should remember, especially in places like Kentucky, South Carolina, North Carolina. So if you ever go out there and search vacant land, you don't get any results, let us know, call us at customer service. We'll show you how to go about it the right way. All right. Next sellers, ownership, 1 or plus a year. So basically, say the average, say you do a search in a zip code and the average owner owns their home for like 10 years. What that means is it'd be from actually 9 to 11 years. Okay, that's what it'd be based on, 9 to 11 years. Okay, plus or minus a year from the average years owned. Recent change of title in the last 60 days. Empty nesters, 30 years or more ownership, 3 bedrooms plus. If bedroom data is not reported in your state or county, it would just be 3 years ownership or more, okay? Okay, and then odd house number, we talked about that, okay. All right, let's see, let's go to leads. So this is an interesting discussion we're gonna have. So just remember, it says here, type of leads, availability varies county by county, so just keep that in mind, all right? So if you look down here, I put California, I put Orange, I put Westminster. I don't need that. I don't want that, obviously. I don't want condos. I just want single family. So now this is the criteria I did over here under general. I did state California, county Orange, city Westminster. I don't want this. Why is it still there? I don't know why it's still there. Okay, interesting. Let me go back to general. Okay, interesting why it's still there. Why is it doing that to me? Okay, I didn't do it under general, I did it on property characteristics. I don't see it here. Interesting. Let me go back. Where is it? Individual owner. That's really weird. It's still there, huh? It's not going out. Okay. Let me take it off. Okay, there it goes. It's off. Okay, so this is where I want to do my leads. Oh, let me go my single family residence. Okay, single family. Okay, single family residence. Okay, so leads. So leads vary county by county, state by state. Affidavit of death is one that I like. The reason I like it is because it's not like probate. I don't know if anybody knows this, but probate, you do need to work with a lawyer. It's pretty much the same lead type, except it's a different type of lead because you usually deal with judges. So affidavit of death is families or a partner, and there's usually not very often, there's not really judges involved. It's usually family wants to decide to sell the property. So I'm gonna go with affidavit of death right now. I'm gonna come over here to date of filing. Again, I like putting last times months, okay? And I'm gonna put the last times 12 months, okay? Okay, so after I picked all this, I'm now gonna click get count. Now, a couple of things you're gonna see down here is remember the search criteria. You can click that if you want to remember the search criteria. It will just keep it during the time you're in the system. I have 146 properties. I don't want that many right now, okay? I just want to do a short. I think I'm just gonna go with like 45 properties, okay? Okay, now let's say I want to come back because I'm gonna save these to a farm, okay? I'm gonna save these to a farm, obviously. So let's say I come back tomorrow and I want to get another 50, okay? But I don't want the same ones that I just had. I would just come here and click suppress and omit records already saved because I saved it to a farm. I can do that. So anytime you have leads, like maybe you have 1,000 or 500, you get a lot and you don't want that many, you can limit your records, save it to a farm, and if you go back the next day or the next week or whatever and want more, just remember to click suppress and omit records already saved, okay? And you will not get the same results, okay? Okay, so I'm gonna click get count. So out of 146, I got 45 properties. I'm gonna click here, view records. Okay, so I'm able to look at the records before I even, you know, download them. Okay, so here are my records. I got 45. And I'm looking at these, I'm like, yeah, these look pretty good to me. So now what I want to do is I want to save these to a farm because I know I'm going to want more records and I don't want the same records, right, that I already have. So I'm going to click Save Farm. Okay, I'm just going to go ahead and abbreviate Affidavit of Death. Okay, I'm going to put last 12 months. And I'm put today's date, which is 3/2, right? Today's the 2nd? Yeah, 3/2. Just want to make sure. Okay, 22. All right, and I'm going to click Create Farm. Okay. Okay, so now I've saved this farm, and what can I do with this farm now that I've saved it? What are my options here? Well, my options are I could export it to a CSV farm, right? We do have CSV Core Factors, a mail marketing company that we interface with. If I went to their website, I would just come here, click this CSV, so I'd have the format, and then send them that format. I could also do a custom CSV. So let's say I don't want all this information, okay? So let me click custom CSV, okay? Let's say I just want the basic information. So I want the site address. I'm gonna click here. I want the site city. I want the site state, site zip code, the county. Let's see. Okay, I want first owner's name, second owner's first name, second owner's last name. And that's really all I think I need. Do I need anything else? Yes, I do. I'm gonna need the mailing address, mailing city, because I might have a non-owner in there, and I'm gonna want this so that I can mail, because their mailing address, if it's a non-owner, right, it's gonna default to the mailing address anyway when I export this, because it wants to send any material I have to the mailing address, not the site address if it's non-owner, right? So, all right, and I think that's about it. So what I would do now is I would come over here and I would go ahead, I would name it, okay? I would put down like this owner info, all right? And I would click save, all right? All right, and then when I would want it, I would just come here and click export, I would export to CSV file, and I would open it up, and that would be awesome. All right, awesome. All right, all right. How do I clear this out now if I want to do another? Well, okay, let's look at something else first. Okay, save and share. This is if you want to say you do a search like maybe non-owners. Okay, I'm sorry, next sellers that are non-owners, or you do 30 years or more empty nesters, non-owners, and you want to go back, you want to do that same search again. You could come here and click save as new query, so you can just come in here and click it. So let's just say, you know, I'm going to keep this because this is one I'm going to run again, right? This is the Affidavit of Death. I'm going to put Affidavit Death search. All right, I'm going to click save query. All right, because we know I'm going to come back and do this again, right? All right. So let me go ahead and clear this out. All right, so I want to come back in here next week, right? I want to go ahead and I want to run that same search again, right? So I'm going to come here, I'm going to click affidavit search, I'm going to click select. All right, and there's all my stuff right here, right? There it is right there. All right, I'm going to come over here, I'm going to put leads, I'm going to click Affidavit of Death. All right, and now what am I going to do? I'm going to click suppress records already saved, right? Because I already did it once, right? All right, so I've got the same search. I will not have to worry about getting the same leads, right? And I'm going to click get count. It'll give me 50 new leads. All right, it's kind of a cool. It's kind of a cool thing, huh? All right, all right. Now let's talk about. This is something I got asked about a lot, so I'm including this into my training right now. Saved farms. So these are what we monitor for future life events, okay? And usually you go by address. You have an area that you guys like will market to. I'm sure there's several areas that you market to, and maybe thousands and thousands of properties, right? So we usually will do that by address. So I'm going to put an address in here. All right. Okay. Too bad I can't spell circle. Sorry about that. I'm not looking. Okay. Circle, Westminster, California. 92683. Okay, I'm gonna go there it is. So this now the inner circle, this inner thing will let you move it anywhere you want. Okay, keep that in mind. All right, and the outer one will allow you to expand it or decrease it. All right, so I'm just gonna go out about here. What I'm going to do is after I decide that's the space or how far I want to go out, and if you look here to the left-hand corner, everybody, you see the selected radius, 2,647 feet. That lets me know how far I've gone out. So if you watch that, please everybody watch that. I'm going to go ahead and take this pin and expand it out. You'll see it will tell me I've gone out 2,500, 2006, 27, 28. So it lets me know how many feet I've gone out, okay, the radius of that feet, okay? All right, so once I've decided the radius I want to go, I'm going to come here, I'm going to click the magnifying glass. But let's say that, you know what, I didn't like that, I want to do it again. I'm going to clear my pin, then I'm going to come back down here and click it again, and I can start all over again, okay? All right, so keep that in mind, okay? Now now this is if you want to clear the search, you want to start from scratch, but clear pins, if you're going to use the same area, that's the best thing to do. So after you decide how far you want to go out, you get click this magnifying glass. See it right there? I'm going to click it, okay? And now I'm going to click single family and condos, and that's all I'm going to do, okay? Because either property is an area that I market that I want to get any new life event that comes up. Now I'm going to click get count, okay? And I got 1,998, okay? So of course now I'm going to click view records. I am going to save this to a farm, all right? So the good thing about this, you can make that even bigger if you want. In the old system, you can only do 1,000 at a time. In the system, you can do more than that. So I'm going to come over to save farm. I'm going to click it, okay? Okay, I'm going to put, you can see I already have a couple of them there. So I'm going to put Bel Air Circle, okay, and 92683, and I'm going to click Create Farm, okay? Okay, so after go ahead and create, I have successfully processed 1,998 records, okay? I'm going to come up here. I'm going to clear my search. I'm going to go back to my saved farms, everybody. Okay, I'm going to go back because I want to set it up to receive, you know, life events. I'm going to come here. See that little gear shift, that little V right there? See that little V? I'm going to click it. I'm going to come down to Manage Notifications. You see that's the last one down. I'm going to click it. And it's going to take me in the notification tab. So if you see here, manage notifications, lead type availability varies by county. Not all lead types available in all selected counties farms. Okay, but I know in Orange County, I can pretty much have whatever I want. So I'm going to pick just listed, just sold. I'm not really interested in that. Affidavit of death, yep. Divorce, yep. Notice of default, absolutely. Notice of trustee sale, you bet. Okay, and those are really the ones that I want. Okay, you guys can probably pick more, but those are the ones that I'm interested in. So now what I'm going to do is, remember I clicked active. If you don't click active, it's not going to monitor these. So remember you click active before you do anything else. Click active, okay? Now I've clicked the life events I want. I'm going to click save, all right? So as of today, if you look here, it's going to have that little live. It'll monitor for any one of these life events, and you will get an email from Morning Team letting you know of any life event you will get. Now, let's say you have too many in here, because we all get so many in here, okay? How can we get rid of some of these? Great question. I'm going to come here to that little V again. I'm going to come and I'm going to click delete, all right? I'm going to click continue. So that's how I would get rid of any farms that I don't want anymore, okay? Because you're not going to want to keep all these farms all the time. You know what I mean? You're just not. All right. It's just, yeah, you're just not. All right. So I'm going to click delete. I'm going to click continue. All right. And that's how you get rid of the farms. Okay. All right. All right. Okay. I don't want that. No, thank you. Okay. I want it clear. Thank you. Why aren't you clearing? Why aren't you leaving me? Okay. What did I do? I did something here. I could tell I did something. Oh, well. All right. All right. So what I want to do now, okay, so before I leave this section, I want to talk about boundary searches, okay? This is something that in our system that we're really proud of. If you had ReboGateway before you had this, you know how clunky it was to do boundary searches. So you would just put the address up like you would normally. I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to show you how this works. So I have the green tab, right? I'm going to take it and I'm going to click it once and then I'm going to scroll down. I'm going to click it again and I'm going to go to the right. See how that creates a colored boundary? Then I'm going to come up here. I'm going to click it again. I'm going to click it twice because I finished. All right. Again, you could go in the middle and move this anywhere you want. All right. Or you could expand it if you want. All right. All right. It's pretty cool. Okay. So now I'm going to come here and I'm going to click the magnifying glass. All right. Okay. I just want single family. I'm not interested in condos. I'm just doing a basic search here. I'm going to click get count. And I got 109 properties. I'm going to click view records, right? Because that's what we did last time. Okay. And we went, and I also want to show you something else in here while I was here. So also in here, we have labels, PDF labels. So say I want to market to these results, I would just click labels, PDF. Okay, I would say if I want to add just or current resident or future homeowner or current homeowner, I could put that in there. All right. And mailing address, you definitely want the mailing address. You don't want the site address because it's a non-owner. The owner's not going to get it. Then I'm going to click go. And hopefully they will show up. Okay. My computer's a little slow, sorry. And this is what they would look like. So basically, you would save this. You would just go ahead and export this, and you would have take this, and you would go ahead and put this in. You would get labels, and then you would go ahead and export it into PDF or CSV, and then you would just go ahead and stick or print this out. Once you once you export it out, you can print it out, and then you go ahead and print labels on it. All right, cool. Let's see, export. Let's say I want to go ahead and I just wanted some information to keep this. You have 6-line, 5-line, 7-line PDF. And so let's take a look at a 5-line. Let me go back here. So take a minute to do that. Also, we now have something that I really like. We have walking farm short or walking farm long. So I'm pretty happy about this. This is something else that they've been asking that we put in our system for years, and we have done that. So I'm pretty happy about that. Okay, let's hit the PDF. So there's the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lines of information, okay? And you get up to 11 lines, okay? It's pretty cool, right? All right. All right. So let's just say that I was just in the dynamic stats in this area. You go ahead and click dynamic stats. What this is going to give you is an overall view of the properties in this area and what the prices, average prices, what their turnover rate is, 60-month look back at sales per month, loans by month. You know, I get asked this a lot. Why is this so much bigger than what's over here? Okay, so let's not remember how many people doing cash loans. They're not doing a regular conventional loan. They might be doing a different type of loan. So these are going to look a little different. All right, sometimes a lot, sometimes not. Okay. If you come up over here, you see beds, baths, years built, square feet. You have high, low, and average. Number of units, 109. Sales to non-owner, 22% are non-owners. Average price is $831,250, and turnover rate is 1.83. Okay, so that's just if you want to get an idea of that area. All right, cool. All right. Okay, let me see. Okay, so let's say there was a certain property you wanted to keep information on. You would just come here and you would click net sheet, okay? And it will allow you to create a net sheet, or you can look at it and see it. Gives you an aerial view, and then of course it gives you a street view, right? And if you wanted to save it, you would just click save, all right? Okay, you could click out of there. And then you just come back to farming and you go to your save net sheets, and that's where you would find it. Okay. Other options we have here, we have, let's look at detailed view. Okay, this is really a great thing. I really love this detailed view. I think it's totally awesome. Again, this is something I'm really happy with how it came out, because it really gives you an idea what the property looks like now. So if you're wondering, and this is taking a little long from, there we go. Thank you. So you're gonna have an aerial view, then you have a street view, all right? And I probably should have cleared out my cache. All right, so I'm gonna show this to you. Let me try another one. Okay, detailed view. Please just let me, oh, come on. Wow. All right, owner, taxes, property, sales, let you know the sales. That's pretty cool, right? Finance, even estimate interest rate. Look at that. That's pretty nice, huh? Public notice that there is, and then your lead history. All right. There you go, lead history. Okay. So that's kind of nice. Okay. Why is it not showing my thing? Okay, I'll figure that out later. All right. You can also generate report. If you want to do a property profile report, you could do it from here. Maybe looking for current tax bill, single page profile. Okay. All right. I think that's really about it. Oh, if you did your search and you weren't happy with it and you want to start all over again, you could come here and click edit search, and this will happen. Believe me, it will happen. It happens to everybody. Okay. And all your criteria, don't forget, will be down here. So if you're doing a lead search or something and you'd forgotten or you're not even sure, everything that you put in your criteria will be right here. Okay. So also you have recent queries here. If you want to go back to a recent query, you would find them there. And yeah, okay. That's kind of cool, huh? All right. Alrighty. Man, my computer is just not happy with me right now. Okay, so I'm gonna clear my search out. Okay. Okay. And I want to show you something that I like here also, this property search. So this is for a property search. So say you had a property you were searching for and you wanted to take a close look at it. And, you know, so I'm going to go ahead and put an address in here and show you how this works. Also, I want you to know that a lot of times you can't find the property by address. That may happen. You can always search by owner. So actually, I know this address will work. So let's say the address wasn't going to work, okay? And I'm going to search by the owner's name. I'm going to put the owner's name in, okay? I'm going to also put the county in. That's what you have to do. You have to put the county in, all right? Oh, there it is. That was nice. Okay, all right. So I put the owner's name, the county in. Now I'm going to click search, all right? I get a lot of comments on this. People will come with addresses and I say, well, do you know the owner's name? I go 90%, 95% of the time, it'll bring up the property with the owner's name. So they get the owner's name, they put it in here and it comes up. So I don't know why sometimes certain addresses don't come up. I can't explain that. It just happens sometimes. You know, maybe it's an older house or, you know, hasn't got all the information, but yeah. 4 properties found. Telling you how many properties were found. I'm looking for 15080 Christina. I'm going to come here. I'm going to click that little V. See that little V? I want to look at the detailed view. Hopefully, it will show us the darn detailed view. Okay, and it's not. Son of a gun. Why is it doing that? It's something to do with my computer. I just so you know, I know that already. All right, but also again, it will give you the owner information. It will give you the tax information. It will give you the property information. Okay. It will give you the sales. It will give you the finance history. It'll give you any public notice and lead history. Okay, no leads found. I don't know why it's not doing that. I was feeling, you know, if this ever happens, it's usually a cache. Just so everybody knows, this happened before, and I didn't clear. I've been in a computer a lot in the last couple of days, and I didn't clear out my cache. I'm like 99% sure that's what it is. Trying to think, lead type. If you have an area, like say you have a home that I just at home, and I go, hey, you know what? You go, I like to go ahead and market to some of those nearby neighbors. You click nearby neighbors right here. You could put it like anywhere, as many as you want. I'll just put in 50 just to show you. I'm gonna click search, and it'll give me 50 of the nearest nearby neighbors that I can actually market to now. All right, there they are. Okay, and I have 50, and they're there. 10 per page. Also, do you see this 10 per page? You could go up to 100 per page. So keep that in mind too, okay? So 10 to 100, okay? So, all right, and that's gonna give me 50 per page. All right, cool, huh? Okay. Oh, Michael A. Paul, huh, interesting. Okay, and that shows you where they're all located right here, okay? Nice, all right. Let's see. Okay, let's talk about statistics. So statistics is if you maybe you're looking for radius search, boundary search, you want to do a certain area or area search. Let me go ahead and do a radius search. Okay, so there's an area I want to do. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and put in that same address I used earlier. And this is an area that I want to market to because I know that there's been a lot of movement as far as properties. I want to market to that area. Okay, so I'm going to come down here. I'm going to come over here. All right, I'm going to come right down here. I'm out 2,640 feet. That's a little bit more than I'm interested in. So I'm going to go ahead and put it in. And now I'm going to go to my remember, always go to the magnifying, all right? I'm gonna click the magnifying. Okay, I'm really interested in single family residence now, 2 condos too this time. All right, and I'm gonna click, and let's see what else am I gonna do. I did a radius search, so I don't need to really worry about the county or anything. Area type, let's talk about the area type. So property tract will usually just will give you the results in property tracts, census tracts, tax rate, zip +4. I'm really interested in property tract, so I'm gonna go by property tracts, and I'm gonna click search. Okay, it's gonna give me my results. Okay, so it's gonna go by property tracts, so each tract has its own, you know, okay, 3 tracts. So each one of those 3 tracts can have its own sales and average years owned and turnover rate. So if you come here, you're gonna see the group. Then you could scroll over here. You guys see the zip code, their turnover rate, the number of units, total sales, average price, average years owned, and non-owner. All right. So this average years owned is also, I think, a really good tool to use. Okay. So that's kind of nice. Total sales. For me, I always look at the number of sales to the number of units. So always keep that in mind. A lot of times you want to have a higher turnover rate, but it could be misleading because there's really not that many units in that tract, but it has just a few sales and has a higher turnover rate. I always say look at the sales that are in an area and how many units there are, and you can tell how, if you have, I believe you can tell if it's worth marketing to or not. Okay. All right. All righty. All righty. I'm trying to think if I missed anything. Does anybody have any questions they want to ask me before we go? I'd be glad to answer any questions. You could type it in. If not, you can always call me at 866-887-0206. My extension is 105. I wouldn't mind helping anybody out. Trying to think. You could also have a place where you could save your notes. I don't know, this might come in handy. I usually don't talk about this all the time. I should, but it would be a place where you could just save your notes. You would click save, and then you would be able to find them in your farm, okay, under saved notes. All right. I feel like I know I know, yeah. So you have your uploaded records. Let's talk about upload records. That's something I need to go over with you. This is something that actually is important. So a lot of times agents or investors want to upload their records. This is a really great tool. Or maybe you have some outside properties you want to bring in here and you want to go ahead and you want to upload them so you get phones and emails. You can do it. You can also do it that way. If it will let me show you. Come on. Interesting. Oh, there we go. So here's the upload. If you just have it done this way, this is all you need to upload a record. Basically, if you notice the zip to the left, zip codes to the right, APN in large numbers. There are no dashes or anything between the APN number and then site address. That's all you would need. You would just come here, click choose file, click it, you would download it, you would name it, and you would click upload. And you would get an email, that's been uploaded successfully, and they would give you all the information on that property. Just like if we did a regular search, it'd give you the beds, the baths, everything like that, okay? So it's really a good tool if you want to upload some properties into the system, okay? Okay, cool. All right. Okay, no questions? All right, well, I hope I've helped. Please feel free to call us. Also, let me just, before we go with 1, 2, 3 search. This is like if if you just don't want to take the time, you want to do something not in a hurry, but you just want to do a quick search. You would come here, you would click your state, you would go ahead and click the county. orange, and maybe you're looking for a city or zip code. I'll just go by zip code real quick. Okay, okay, okay. And then I would come over here and I would look for a query. Maybe I'm looking for divorce in this area. Okay, and I want last time 12 months. I'm gonna click get count. Okay, it's a very basic search. Okay, there's you can't pick really what type of bedrooms or baths or non-owner or owner. You could just pretty much like that, and that's just a basic search. So this is just looking for a basic quick search. Okay, and you want to market to some lead types. Okay, so that's what this is for pretty much. Okay. So a lot of times people will use this and they won't realize that all these options that I talked about earlier, in farming, if you go to area search, you have so many more options and things you can do. Where 1, 2, 3 is just a quick search. It's not meant to be a long drawn out thing. It's bam, so that's why I say you should come in here, use this, get used to it. Then if you want to just do a quick search, you'll know what you're dealing with. Okay. All right. Well, thank you very much. Appreciate everybody coming this afternoon. Please feel free to call us if you have any questions, 866-887-0206, extension 105. And I look forward to hopefully talking to everybody. And thanks again and have a blessed day and stay safe. Okay. Thank you.